What's up, everybody? I'm back with another awesome Borderlands video today, and if you guys are interested, I want to do a thing where we are testing out each Vault Hunter's abilities, seeing which ability is the fastest, you know, kind of like the shortest cooldown. And I want to remind everyone here that I am doing all level 72 characters. So this means the cooldowns will be a lot faster with skills and different like action skills and different skills in mind. So just keep that in mind through this whole video, and let's go ahead and get started today. So first off, we have our favorite lady siren here, and the first one we're doing here is pretty much the one I like to use the most. And for this ability, it is about 11.553 seconds. All right, and we're on to her next ability, which is Phase Grasp. I believe I might be saying that wrong, but I say a lot of things wrong. This kind of just reminds me of mine, so I don't use this ability a lot. So with this coming out to a 5-second cooldown. Now we're going with her next ability. I don't use this one much a lot, even though have tried them all before, but some of these abilities are my favorite, some are not. And with this ability, I'm going to have to say it's about 6 seconds long for cooldown. And now finally we're on her last ability, and it's the one that's the orb one. I use this primarily a lot. This is my favorite skill of hers. I used it a lot during her first playthrough, and this cooldown is about 15.5 seconds. And her total for all of them together is about 41 seconds long, which is not too bad. Now we're going to my main man, Zane. And if you guys are new here to the channel, Zane is my favorite Vault character from, you know, at least 3. And Zane does have some pretty fast cooldowns if you've ever played him. And the first one I was doing here, if it was not apparent, I was doing his clone, and that is going to run us about 7.68 seconds. And by the way, guys, I am doing calculations on my phone, so I'm doing a stopwatch on my phone, so it might not be as accurate. I just want you guys to know that going through here. And this one is about 17 seconds long, which was his flying drone, or whatever you want to call it. And this one is the shield, which I don't really use a lot, or it's known as barrier. I don't use it a lot, but it's useful. I'm not saying it's not, but it's the one I don't use the most. So a barrier is actually not a bad skill, as I said. And this one's going to run us about 6.63 seconds long. And this one was kind of tricky. I did kind of shoot it all at once just to kind of see if that's the way to do it. So these kills are kind of hard to do. With this, I did about 5 seconds long for each shot. So Zane has some pretty fast cooldowns, and it's going to bring us to 36.33 seconds total for Zane. Now for Mose, it kind of doesn't matter what kind of things you put on, because Mose is just a mech, and her other abilities are just weapons on the mech. So I guess it doesn't really kind of matter what kind of weapons you put on, but it's just like I had to put this up to 600% speed just to kind of get it done. So Mo's runtime isn't that long. Well, it kind of is long, I'm not gonna lie. So kind of in total, hers does take a long time to come back, and that total was about 30 seconds to what I saw. Yeah. So, and now we're on to Flak, our last character, and the first one is the Gamma Burst, which is my favorite. I just like to buff up my animals, robots, whatever you're running. Zane is the man, not Zane, sorry. Flak is the man to use this one with. This is my favorite ability, as I said. But I'm not a huge Flak fan. I'm not saying he's a horrible. Flak? Yeah, it's Flak. Wait, hold on. I don't know, guys, I'm stupid. just bear with me. I know I've played this game for such a long time, but I barely remember names. So for Gamma Burst, that is going to run us 8.80 seconds. Now it's Rack Attack. I thought this was actually a pretty cool skill that they gave him. As I said, I don't use it much. I just primarily use Gamma Burst, which this one's going to run us a cool 10 seconds as well, just kind of like Zane's. And this one, I know a lot of people love to use this. I know it's like a very good ability if you want to do a lot of crit damage and all that. I don't know, I'm very weird when it comes to characters. I like what I like, which is not a bad thing. It just change. And this one is 14 seconds long. And now for the last one, I definitely want to use this one more. It's like the gravity snare, and it's pretty cool. It just kind of like when enemies come into it, they like levitate up and then just kind of float there and you can just shoot them. But I feel like this is more of a thing where you use it with more people. You know what I mean? If you're playing by yourself, I don't see much very use for it unless you're using a lot of grenades. But I would definitely pair that up with like a Mose or our favorite Lady Siren here, with that ability. And that ability does run us not too long. It's about 11.07 seconds. And the total for Flak is going to be at least 43.87 seconds. Now, if you're wondering who has the shortest cooldown time or who has the longest, we're going to get that in a second. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. And please let me know if you're enjoying my videos. I'll be posting more Borderlands videos shortly. Hopefully I do get kind of the way. But for a grand finale for the shortest, it is Phase Grasp at 5 seconds. And for the shortest altogether, might be surprised, but you might have figured this out. It is Mose with 30 seconds because, as we saw, it was about 30 seconds long before her mech does come back. But guys, this is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I enjoyed making these kind of videos. And if you guys have any ideas for more Borderlands videos or anything like that, please hit me down in the comments. And you know, guys, I appreciate you guys supporting me, what I do on my YouTube channel, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.